did something horrible. Or
Like one of the girls.
Remember,
I was gonna say it,
remember.
but yes,
No, but-
I hate scenes, and it would make me be like, yeah, kill those guys, yo.
You need a little bit extra to hate the KKK.
No one else.
Everyone
else doesn't need it. How do you need a guy who? How do you?
I know. I started off by saying
Like me saying
we all hate the KKK. That is a given. No, you're right. The built-in is already there. But I'm saying Ryan Coogler, let's take it to the next level and give a significant payoff where it's like I don't know. These guys are all faceless whites.
Anyone?
Out in the street, they call it
Uncut Jams.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Uncut Jams.
Real bad man.
Today, we have a really special guest. Friend of the show. He's been on 45 versions of my different podcasts. Every version. And now he's here for you on this one. Welcome to the show, Joe Botello.
Joe Botello.
And because Joe is an atheist, we're going to start off the show a little different today with a little word from God. Joe.
That is fucking awesome.
How is it going to relate to the podcast if we do it in the beginning?
We're still going to do it at the end.
Oh.
As it was in the beginning,
I love how
so shall it be in the end.
You become more.
Open up to a random page, whatever page calls to you.
Let me just say, you become more religious with a black producer. This is nice. I like this. Okay, do I say it?
Sure. Read whatever, just like whatever, like 2 lines jump out to you. Just,
Okay. Oh, 2 lines?
Oh, I mean, like, pick somewhere, start there, and then just,
right.
Finish it.
It's Isaiah 30.
We already did that one.
Did you?
No, I don't know. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just joking.
Okay. The Lord will give you the bread you need and the water for which you thirst. No longer will your teacher hide himself, but with your own eyes you shall see your teacher.
That's all you need right there. The Lord will give you all the water and the bread you need. As you can tell, Joe has been eating a lot of bread.
Oh yeah, motherfucker! I've been eating bread. I've been praying at the altar of the man of muscle. I've been going to service every Sunday at the gym, lifting weights, serving one master, me, God, Macho Man.
Oh yeah. That's a good. Did they ever do that? Yeah, I guess.
They had a preacher.
They had kind of Jake the Snake did a little. That's where Austin 316 said, "I said just lift your ass," because he used to read from the Bible. He'd do a little Jake the Snake one.
Yeah.
And John 3:16 said, "I will rain down upon you."
And then,
well, Austin 3:16 says, "I just whipped your ass."
Yeah, that was good. I was there. No, I wasn't there. I was watching when that happened.
Were you there when they
all
crucified
become
my
like
Lord?
They all become religious because they're so degenerate wrestlers that they all turn to the Lord. Like Shawn Michaels is like a big Christian now.
Yeah,
he only fucked every single girl that ever walked in front of him in a hotel or at a show. Then now he's like, I love the Lord Jesus Christ, he's my savior.
When he looked at himself in the mirror and he had cross eyes, he's like, I gotta go. I gotta turn back to God.
He got pretty cross-eyed.
He's not a.
Are you a religious guy, Dante? Do you like God?
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you like God?
Do you like God?
Does anyone dislike God?
I don't. I hate him.
No, wait.
Give me back that Bible. Let me talk to him.
Lightning bolt just goes.
He has no power. If he had power, I would. My hands.
I think we know the power that he's had in your life.
Oh
right?
Wow! He made my daughter autistic. Wow. Everyone knows. Everyone knows.
She's not the one that. She's not the. You could have her on Love on the Spectrum kind of autistic.
No. She's not the kind that helps you produce podcasts. She's the
one that you fucking walk with a leash.
Oh yeah. You're like, my cage isn't strong enough. I'm scared at night to sleep. No, I mean that's only from. You can't mix blood. That's where that's from. You know what I mean?
Mixing 2 races.
Yeah, you can't do that, man.
Because your wife is
native.
Is she? Is she 100% native?
She's 100% a savage. Oh, yeah, she's fucking savage, brother. She comes into that bedroom. She's got her feathers. She's got the headdress. She's running around. She's trying to put a smack down on me. And I said, ooh, no, macho man, Portuguese savage won't let you do it. She's got the old Tanaka chop. Well, remember Tanaka? Sorry, I've only taken one sip of beer.
Does she ever give you a present and then ask for it back?
Yeah, she a big old turd in my lunch bag. She goes there.
No, because your kids look pretty white.
My kids are, because my wife's not like, she's like a little bit native.
I just asked if she's 100%.
She's not 100%.
You went on a fucking 45
There's no one
minute.
100%. Let me tell you why they're not 100%. Because I've never met a native person with another native person. They hate their own kind. They hate them. That should be a message to you. Don't get tricked by red pussy.
Goddamn.
I love red pussy though, but God, it's good.
Yeah, I have an aunt, a native aunt,
And
with my white uncle,
yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
Great lady, but definitely when I was a little kid, and my uncle kind of dressed like a cowboy. I'm like, oh man, these guys get to play cowboys and Indians all the time.
I like cowboys stuff.
Yeah,
I like cowboys.
what do you like about cowboys?
I like that they killed natives. Am I right?
Whoa, no. I might be a little native myself.
No, you're not.
Yeah, there's a rumor in my family that my mom's grandma was half native.
Is that why you got the nose ring?
Yeah. You should see what I got on my back. I don't
I was
know.
looking at your cock.
Why? What do natives do with their dicks? They put a little bone through it?
No, that's the Africans, isn't it? They put the bone. No, natives put like a buffalo hide or something.
On their dick?
Yeah.
For what?
They use
That was like
something about natives. They never waste anything they kill. So the buffalo hide was used as condoms. Did you know that? That's not true. I just made that up. As if I would research what native people do. I don't care.
Well, I don't know. I would.
I'm gonna make this podcast unpublished.
If I was it's great.
It's going out.
Oh yeah.
If,
Try and cancel me, boys. Try and get me off that roof. You'll never will. You never will.
No, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of natives.
Are you?
Yeah.
I mean, the natives I know are nice.
Yeah, they're great.
We have a native at work. He's pretty cool.
My aunt.
Craig would love that. Craig, if you're listening.
Residential schools weren't that long ago. My aunt got separated from her family, and she had like 5 brothers and sisters. She tracked them all down when she was an adult. Found them all.
That's what they do. They're trackers, right?
It's pretty good, though.
So they're good at hunting and tracking.
Isn't that sick, though?
That is pretty sick.
Yeah.
Did she still want to be their brother and sister?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's big sis.
Big sis.
Yeah. That's what they...
Auntie or something? I forget what they... I don't know the culture because my wife's family is very, like, white. Like, they're very, like, non... I mean, that might be offensive, but they're not very native.
They wouldn't have got buried in the backyard.
No,
they're being good white natives.
They're being house natives, as you would say. The field native and the house native.
Okay, so I used to do a podcast called Pros and Conquerors with Bad Boys of History. Maybe the only podcast that you didn't come on.
Yeah, I think
one of the episodes we did was on Ryerson. Ryerson, he got taken down for coming up with the idea for residential schools.
Yeah.
So what we would do is we look into all the good and bad they did and find out the pros and cons, right? Now,
that
Ryerson...
seems like a fascinating podcast.
It actually was not bad. Yeah. I wish I was better at talking back then.
What do you mean?
Like now I've got so much practice doing comedy and doing podcasts that like I'm better at speaking now. I think I'm still working on it though. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think you're bad, but the fact that you said you wish you got better, I'm like, what do you?
No, I wish I was better back then.
As a
like if I listen back to those episodes now, a lot of rambling and I mean same thing you're getting here on Uncut Jams. But what I was gonna say is Ryerson. Okay, so everyone took him down because he came up with the idea for residential schools. But what we found out is that originally he was doing like Montessori style schools on reses, right? Like very like hands-on learning. Yeah. And then back in England, they're like, we got to take more land from these guys.
Yeah.
We need to make more room for white people. And Ryerson took a boat back to England to be like, they're good people. Don't take more land from them. They're adjusting like in their own time, whatever. And they're like, you need to make it happen faster or we're taking land from them. And he's like, okay, I'll make it happen faster. So then he came up with the idea for residential schools. He's like, we're going to teach them how to be white men faster. That was the original idea.
Well, to erase their history.
He died
right?
before they even started residential schools. Like as they were still building them up, he died. So then the first like couple years of residential schools where priests started raping and killing Native kids. He didn't fucking write that into the curriculum.
He wasn't a priest.
So it's a little if what we learned on that show was correct, which maybe it might not have been, because we would honestly just look at any source of the internet, like not check. We would say everything the internet said, good and bad, to say pros and cons, pros and conquerors, the bad boys of history. Show doesn't exist anymore, but
shout out to a show that you can't even download.
You can still it's still on the internet. I'm not going to say it's great, but that was an interesting episode.
I mean, because you actually learned something.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. They set it up to erase them, though. Like, to erase.
They wanted them to become
and not by
white Christians.
Yeah, not by murdering, like literally erasing them, what makes them different, like stealing them from their... Yeah. It's weird, but whatever, man. It happens. I don't know what the fuck this is. I raised my natives. I got fucking 2... I got 3 natives. What the fuck? Don't be mad at me. I can say what the fuck I want about natives, bro. I take care of them.
Yeah, you fuck one native, then you can say whatever you want.
I barely fuck her.
Damn.
Barely.
She
turned 50. I've yet to fuck her. She turned 50 2 weeks ago. We have yet to fuck. I'm like, I want some of that 50-year-old pussy, bitch.
When's the last time you had sex with your wife?
When she was 49.
No, but how long ago?
Probably 3 weeks. Last rain day, I was home. Yeah.
Oh, you only fuck her on rain days? Is that a native thing?
Yeah. No, it's not a native thing, but it's because she doesn't fuck with anyone at home. Because I have a son that doesn't leave the house, and I have a daughter that doesn't leave the house. So,
as the rain falls and wets the ground, my pussy soils up and yearns for your
the
penis.
shaman calls for today to be the day my field be planted with seed. I've been trying to come in her a lot more often because I'm like, you're old. I'm like, it doesn't matter. She's like, I don't want to be raising no more fucking
she thinks she's gonna get pregnant
retard babies, and I'm like, no, stop.
Is that what she says?
No, that's what I say in my head. But she what was I saying? Yeah, she doesn't. She only wants to fuck with like no one home, or at least when the kids are asleep or whatever. But I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, can't we just fuck? Tell the boy to leave? Like, fuck off. I'd go take your sister for a walk or something.
Yeah. Put her on a leash, take her around the
block.
block.
Put her on a leash. Get her
jingle the keys, she'll start running to the front door.
Here's $20. Go to Tim Hortons. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But no, I wish I could fuck more, but that hasn't stopped, man. I'm like, I turned 46. I'm still like, I jerked off 3 times this morning. I fucking still horny as fuck all the time. I can't, especially now with the sun. Like this week has been kind of hot. I get more fucking horny all the time.
I'm just thinking.
I'm horny and I got my wedding ring on, boys.
One thing I got to add to the soundboard here is like a sad sound effect.
Why? Because I'm horny all the time.
Like a sad violin.
Yeah, sad violin, or like the Incredible Hulk when he
That's a great one, yeah. But it's like I'm not sad. That I'm not. But can you imagine? Do you fuck every time you want to fuck?
No.
Yeah, so it's like, why would you expect a married guy to be able to fuck every time he wants to fuck?
Not every time, but okay. So one of the reasons that I've been afraid of marriage is you hear so many sad
because it's
stories.
terrible. Yeah,
you hear about these stories about men that don't get to fuck their wives anymore, and then that just sounds sad, and then they end up cheating, and then
then that's a good part. That's a happy part.
Yeah.
Add me on Snapchat.
But yeah, so like, when you and your wife got married, were you guys fucking a lot when you got married?
We were fucking a lot, and then
it slowed down after the kids.
It slowed down a lot after the kids, but it also slowed down once
she got fat.
No, I like a big dude. My favorite,
real bad man,
real fat. So I like a big girl. My go-to is a big girl. I like a big girl, a big thick woman.
Fat bottom girls, you make the rock and world go round.
I like fat everywhere, not just the bottom. Sometimes the bottom's too much and they can't feel me. You know what I mean?
Your penis is too small?
Small dick.
How small is it?
4.5 inches.
Actually hard?
Rock hard, 4.5 inches.
That's bad, man.
It's not bad. I've never gotten any complaints. Other touch me.
Damn, yo.
No, I don't care. I like my 4.5 inch dick. There's 2 things I'm proud of in my life.
You're proud of that?
I'm proud of my 4.5 inch dick. I've done a lot with 4.5. More than some people with 12 inches have done. How big's your dick? It can't be more than much more than 4.5.
It is more than that. You know,
Barely.
7, just over 7.
It's not 7. You're like shorter than me. Your fingers are little. There's no way. Show. Let me see your hands. There's no way you're 7 inches, bud.
I can actually put it on a ruler and show you.
Do you think you're?
It's not that long ago that I measured it to double check.
Do you think your dick? Do you think your dick got bigger because you were surrounded by a lot of black?
I've thought about that,
Yeah.
and maybe did myself just will my dick to get
because
bigger?
you're like, all my friends are big dick guys, and so I hung out with other small dick guys. And my dad probably has a small dick. That's right. Yeah, you heard me, Pops.
I used to be able to run fast, jump high.
Really?
Before I was fat, and then I think my dick did shrink a little bit. Like
After you stopped hanging out with them?
No, after I got fat.
Oh,
because okay, so when I was younger, now this could have also been me when I was younger. Maybe I was being like pressing the ruler into my fucking stomach or something. But it was like around 8 when I was younger, and now I measured it like a year or 2 ago.
Should we measure our dicks right now?
Well, we might have to get hard.
I'm already hard.
But no, I definitely, that was a thought that crossed my mind. Did my dick just get bigger because I was just because you are the company you keep?
Yeah, you are.
You want to hang around with chickens or do you want to soar with eagles?
You really are. Like I was telling new people like Dante, new comics, like don't hang out with all shitty comics.
Yeah,
then you become a shitty comic.
It's true.
I hung out with killers. I never became one, but at least I was surrounded by funny.
Yeah, no, it's 100% true.
Yeah, you can't
in any business.
Any business, yeah.
It's not even just for comedians. If you're a salesman and you hang out with Andy Elliott, one of the best.
Know who that is.
Andy Elliott, he would come in here and he'd be like, "Take off your shirt right now. Is your son proud of you?"
Which guy is that? What is he from?
He's like a Tristan Tate.
Oh,
because he's bald, right?
He's bald, but I don't think he's like a Tate. He's like a super salesman. He's like super positive.
So why is he telling you to take your shirt off?
Is your son proud of you?
Because
Like
one of the things he tells you is that
you have to have 6-pack abs.
you have to have a 6-pack.
Oh,
That's what
I
Tristan
know.
Tate
He won't
says.
work with you. Yeah,
Or Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
Andrew Tate had a great take. He's like, I'm sick of you guys liking big booty Latinas. Oh wow, you could pick up a poor person, like a big booty Latina, a poor person. You're supposed to go after Barbies because that means you're rich and you're loaded. I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of, I like that take.
I guess, but I am poor. So if any big booty Latinas, holla at me. I know you guys believe in God, but if you want to get down on your knees and suck my dick, hallelujah! Ay caramba. Yeah.
That sound like a sound effect. Ay, Poppy.
I don't have that on the board, no. You were like looking like, where's the ay sound effect? I need to start cycling in some new sound
Yeah, you gotta
effects.
like. That's a new board too, right? You making a lot of money in this?
Making zero. I'm negative money.
So
every
that
week.
guy would come in here. He wouldn't even look at my shirt. He'd look at the set and go, "Is your dad proud of you for doing this?"
I think he would like that I'm doing this. I think I'm putting the effort in to build wealth in the future. I think I'm doing practice to get better at something. I'm laying the groundwork
keep telling yourself lies.
How's that a lie?
That's a lie. This is a lie. This is all
I've
lies.
had at least 3 people reach out to me and tell me that they're listening.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Are they other comics?
when we didn't review Dante's strip club visit because I said we were going to on the next episode, we forgot. 3 people messaged me, not comics, saying, Did you take Dante to the strip club? We're waiting for a review.
Oh, nice.
So
you have like actual
like I have people that are listening to the full show, which is
that's his whole episode. He sits here and then you guys do the whole fucking review. Is that what you guys
we did.
Oh,
do
you
it.
did do that.
Yeah, we
Okay.
did.
I don't watch the show, so I don't.
I know when you came in and you were talking about a strip club thing with him.
Yeah.
I thought it was because you listened to the episode. I was gonna be like, "Damn, Joe, you listened to the episode?"
No. I'll listen to this one, but I won't.
Shut up, bitch!
Yeah. So one thing I will. No, man. All right, it's okay. Anyways, if you wanted to see where that penguin flew, you can
Behind the
check out
scenes.
Lex's_crochet creations on Instagram.
Oh, is that like a real? You want me to go grab that?
It's okay.
Is it like from a fan or a sponsor?
My niece.
Oh, okay. I'll go. Sorry.
She does crochet creations, and I just put it up here just in case anyone wants something to.
Sorry. I didn't.
Maybe. Well, it's probably too late for Mother's Day, so maybe Father's Day you want to get your dad crochet his favorite beer can. Maybe that would be a nice treat.
I apologize to your niece.
You could crochet any of your favorite superheroes. Maybe you want the Power Rangers, Joe.
No, I'm fine with crochet.
Get something for your daughter. What's
She'll
her,
just
what's her
eat it.
favorite character?
Elmo.
Elmo?
Yeah.
She could crochet Elmo, no problem.
All right.
Now I don't remember. Oh yeah. Since you didn't listen to the last episode,
Yeah.
I will fill you in that Dante did get ripped off at the strip club.
Well, he said he did not get ripped off. That's not ripped off. The way he described being ripped off is not ripped off.
Well, okay. So normally, if you go back for a lap dance,
Yeah.
the girl will start dancing on you.
Yeah.
When the next song starts,
Yes,
not
yes.
while the first song's going on. She started while that song was going on. You then got into the next one and was like, all right, that's 2 songs.
Yeah, but then you say, well, no, that's not 2 songs.
Can you imagine doing that your first time at a strip club?
Well, I mean, she could tell
Taking a
right
standing
away.
and
He was
stuff.
probably like shaking, fucking sweating. It's your first time seeing a girl naked, right?
I'll tell you what, Andy Elliott would love that girl. He'd be like, that's the art of the deal right there.
But that's not really ripped off halfway through a song. You still got to see her boobs.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but it's...
No, he had a good time, but she
Yeah.
she hustled him a little bit.
Yeah,
She
that's
took
what they
advantage
do.
of
They
she took
hustle.
advantage of a nice guy first time. We told her it's his first time at the strip club.
Yeah.
She didn't treat him right.
Normally they give you a free one if it's your first time.
No.
Yeah. I've been able to get everyone I've taken a free one.
'cause
Sometimes
you-
I said it's my birthday.
That's because
and
you
they
only
give me
get
a free one.
native strippers and you just offer them
No,
cigarettes for a
I've
dance.
got it. I'm like, they're like, I rolled these cigarettes. Why would I want these? No, strip clubs are. I haven't been to one in a long time. I love fucking strip. I love taking new people that have never been to a strip club to a strip club.
Yeah. And it
It's
was
just so dirty. There's nothing like that anymore, man. Everything's too fucking nice and clean now. It's fucking stupid.
yeah. Imagine when strip clubs get PC.
Oh my god! They're like, may I please sit on your lap? I'm like, shut the fuck up. Come over here, whore. Fucking shake that fucking pussy in my face. Is it okay if I whip out my titty for you? What do you think I came here for? Why do you think I left my kids at home with my drunk mother-in-law? I came here to see your tits.
Does your mother-in-law live with you?
No, I would never let another native live with me. It's too many natives. I have a 3 native max on my in my house.
If we all marry a native, then we all kind of did give them their land back,
Yeah, it's true.
and that's beautiful.
We also made it better for them too.
Explain.
Right.
Go on.
What
I
do
don't
you
know
mean?
why I pointed at you, but right? We
Yeah,
made
what
it-
do you
Because I'm
mean?
native
You're
Are you
part
native?
Are you?
on my dad's side.
I knew you were
What?
native.
Canadian?
No, like Caribbean native.
Caribbean native.
But that doesn't even count.
What's Caribbean native?
Kalinago.
I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that word.
Welcome to History Podcast. So Caribbean native, that just means like they're from Caribbean. Yeah, but that's not native here. We're talking about natives here.
I know, but they're still native to the
Yeah,
islands.
and my parents are native to Portugal. I don't call them Portuguese natives.
Yeah, but the Portuguese also came to the Caribbean.
Did they?
Portuguese.
And
They
spread out,
landed.
And they made it better. Am I right?
I don't know.
Piri piri chicken.
Yeah.
That's good chicken.
Goddamn that peri chicken.
That chicken is delicious.
You put that shit. I put that peri in the rice, in the potatoes.
Rice and potatoes. I believe. Woo! Is this what it feels like being black on a Sunday?
On a Sunday, yeah,
On a
just a
Sunday.
Sunday. I remember the first time I went to a black church. I went with a Jamaican family, my friend that lived across the street, and there was only one other white family in the church. They were sitting about 3 or 4 rows ahead of us, and they were like a mess of a family. This white family was like just
White
trash,
trash?
like just
Kids are
kid
named,
was being
Austin?
loud, yeah, kid running up and down the aisle.
Well, it's with the white people, but they're accepted though into the
These
church.
motherfucking white people running up and down the aisle, making all this noise.
What's happened to our church?
And then people were looking at me like, "Aren't you supposed to be with that white family?" I'm like, "No, I'm with this black family right here. Don't fucking group me in with those fucking trash whites."
So why were they there? Did you find out why they're there?
They were just a family that enjoys a black church, I guess.
I guess I've always
But they
wanted to.
didn't know
go.
how to keep their kids in line though.
No white person knows. To keep
But
their
black
kids
church
alive.
is so long. Like it is more entertaining. But like white church, at least the white church that I went to, Catholic church, in and out, maybe an hour,
Yeah, but
most
it's
likely
boring
45
as
minutes,
shit.
but boring as
Ring,
shit.
ding, 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 ding.
Black church, it was like a big commitment, like where you have to like go down to the church basement and take a break and like go grab a glass
Well, that's
of
why you're
juice.
dressed up too, right? All the time. They like to dress up and
They dress up nicer, yeah.
isn't it like a big lunch or breakfast after or something?
They did have food, yeah.
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 Where church is like for Catholics is like a chore. where it's like
The only thing
church
you get is a one little
again. I don't
cracker.
know. From what I can see, is like churches like they want to be there and have fun and see their cousins and friends and everything. Where church for white people is like, fuck, we gotta go again Sunday or else we're gonna go to hell.
Yeah, no one's getting healed at a Catholic church.
No one even wants to be there. They're like, God, how do I explain this fucking another priest rape to my friends at work? Why am I here? Well, that bombed. All right, cool. Next one. Bombing on mic, bombing on stage.
No, somebody at home's laughing, and we appreciate you. DM us if you laughed at that joke.
That wasn't even a joke. DM.
Well, then it wasn't a bomb then.
It's not a bomb if it's not a joke.
No, yeah, exactly.
Why does it smell weird?
Ask Dante.
I can't sit still, man. I don't know what's in this beer.
Oh, it's for guys with ADHD to
All right,
really
cool.
get moving and grooving.
I'm sick of being told I have ADHD. I do not have ADHD.
I cannot stop moving most of the time.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you have ADHD.
I don't know. Like when I was in elementary school, I literally couldn't sit down. Like teachers would get mad at me. Like I couldn't sit at my desk.
School sucks, man.
I'd have to stand up. And one of my teachers tried to put me in like the slow class for that.
Yeah.
And my mom was just like, nah.
I don't think it was for that.
Well, it's because I
Because
couldn't.
you didn't know
it's also
how to
couldn't read.
Yeah, like, no.
Can't read, can't do math. They're like, yeah, no, he
Yeah, I
is
can't.
he is retarded. And then my mom's just like, but I want him to hang out with his friends.
You're like, and that's why your mom moved to a different school? Or
No, I stayed in that school, and then at one point, so grade 2 and 4, I had the same teacher, Miss McKay. Fuck you. Really,
you, Miss McKay.
Really made me feel bad about myself. Really was like, you should be in the slow class. Then in grade 6, I had this.
In grade 5, she's like, you need to be in the slow class.
Grade 4
Grade 4?
and grade 2. She tried to get me in there twice.
Oh my God.
And then in grade 6, I had this teacher, Miss Porba, R.I.P. She's dead, but love her. She told me,
all the good ones die first.
And when we go to heaven, we'll see Mrs. Peterburger.
yeah, actually, all the good ones do die first. I had one in grade 7. Miss Nash died while I was in school.
Yeah.
She told me, because I used to talk a lot in class, and I'd put my hand up and ask dumb questions and stuff. She's like, you have a very quick wit. It's going to make you a lot of money one day, but don't do it in my class.
She was wrong, though. You haven't made that much money.
I mean, I'm starting to make a little
Are
money.
you?
Off.
All right, good for you.
I'm making, I'm not,
Would your dad be proud of you?
my dad, he's coming around.
All right.
He's coming around.
Getting
My
it.
dad, when I started comedy, he was definitely like, it's too crude. I don't like it. But then now he's like, he sees some of my stuff and he's like, looks like you're doing good out there.
Nice.
So-
Looks like you're having fun.
I am
Champ.
having fun.
As long as you're happy.
One thing about
champ.
me, I'm having fun. But anyways, what I was going to say is Miss Porba was the first one that let me stand at my desk.
Mm-hmm.
And it just made a world difference that I could stand up at my desk. And I don't know why.
Just hang out, yeah.
But
I don't think you have ADHD either. I think that's over fucking diagnosed. Fuck off, ADHD.
I'm definitely a little dyslexic. And I'm, yeah, and probably a little bit of AD.
Okay, so you're
ADHD.
probably fucked up then.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably.
How about you? What are you?
I'm just like
Regular stupid?
Just regular stupid. I miss regular stupid. I'm regular stupid. Like I looked for my phone during lunch with my phone in my hand. That's regular.
yeah.
That's regular.
I've looked for my phone while I'm on the phone, while I'm talking on the
That's
phone.
regular
I'm like,
stupid.
Fuck, where's my phone? And
That's-
I'm talking on it.
Yeah, it's
right
regular stupid.
now. Yeah.
There's a lot of regular stupid. Like
I didn't know Dante was autistic until today. It came up before the podcast. What kind of autistic are you?
the good kind.
I don't know.
You could.
So you're self-diagnosed autistic?
Kinda, but I.
Oh, no,
but
that's
hold on.
bullshit.
I am diagnosed with hyper impulsivity. So that's yeah.
hyper impulsive.
Where did you-
So your impulses are hyper.
Yeah, like I do
Like-
things before I can think about doing them a lot.
That's
not bad.
That's like normal man stuff. Like what's
what they
like?
told me.
How's this affect
So
you?
you were diagnosed with don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah.
Man, that quick wit. I didn't even think of that.
That's not a bad diagnosis. You could smash on Love on the Spectrum. You want to go fuck some
my
retards or what?
Can you imagine? Would you fuck someone on Love on the Spectrum?
Have you watched it?
I haven't watched it, but I've seen
I
clips.
hate
Okay,
that.
okay.
show.
Let's play Smash or Pass. Love on the Spectrum. See who
my
Dante would
God.
smash.
Don't show a picture of my daughter.
that would be the funny thing to do.
You're like definitely smash.
All right, let's pull up the cast here.
Yeah, I don't get that, man. I don't like that stuff. Like, why are we showing this? I don't think it's like, oh, it's so sweet. I'm like, why do we? I don't want to see that, man.
You don't think people? On the
Okay,
spectrum
there's
should
one
have
guy
love?
there, but
Yeah,
out of
but I
those
don't-
3 girls,
There's 3 girls there.
what are you blind to?
That's one of his disabilities.
You don't. Which one do you not think's a girl?
The guy he would smash.
The one on the far left looks a little bit mannish.
The one on the 4 left, that's Abby. She's a beautiful autistic girl that has a.
What do you mean?
That
They
loves
all look-
lions.
You could tell they're all there's 3 girls there.
Yeah, that's racist.
You really think there's? I mean, the one has like a real fucking superhero chin dimple, but I mean, other than that,
And you never brought me flowers because you know I prefer gummy bears.
these people have special needs. These girls, they don't look special needs.
So which one are you down for, Dante?
All 3 of them, I'd fuck.
Do they have any black women that have special?
Oh.
needs?
Oh yeah, there actually is a cute black one.
Have you dated only black women?
Yeah. Actually, no. I dated one white woman.
One white woman, you just didn't like it.
It was all right, but it was like early girlfriend.
Is it just like is it an attraction thing, or you choose to only date black?
I prefer black women.
Okay, so it is a preference. Yeah, like I like big girls. You like black. Yeah.
And I like
You like also
brown,
black girls.
black,
yeah.
and Spanish. Holla at me.
You don't like white. We talked about this before. You don't like white girls that much.
No, I like them as people.
Yeah.
But they're not my go-to for romantic interest.
I never asked if we liked women as people because that's a dumb question. Of course, we don't like women as people. They're women. They're here to breed.
There you go.
She's kind of cute.
Yeah, they don't seem. That doesn't seem like
Yeah.
they're on the spectrum. Spectrum of what? Fuckability?
Yeah.
The fuckable spectrum?
And then wait, so Dante, so you're down for the black girl, right?
Yeah.
She's not really a star on the show, so
Because she's black.
black.
Yeah. It's not.
then how about this
not
one?
relatable.
she's not 100% white. She's a half.
Was she Asian
Yeah.
and black?
No,
Or just
Asian and white.
Can the people at home
she
see
looks
this?
good too.
She's so horny.
see, let me see.
Danny's so horny. She broke up with her
Yeah,
boy.
that literally looks like my buddy's girlfriend right now.
So she on the show, she was with a guy for like a year, and then he wouldn't have sex with her. She made him her first anniversary wedding present to him. She's in animation. She works in animation. She made
Wow, what special needs is that you get to fucking work in animation?
she made a cartoon of basically them going on a date and him taking her home to fuck her.
Oh my God.
And then he's watching and he's getting real uncomfortable. And then he's like, "Yeah, no, that's actually how he sounds."
I know I'm around him all the time. You go okay. If I take you to pick up my kid at school, and you look into her class or the special needs that come up for the buses or the
Right.
classes, not one of them would be on that show. They all look special needs. They're all unfuckable. I mean, they still get fucked by people at home.
Do
Probably.
they actually?
Well, yeah, they're abused all the time. Special needs kids are abused the most.
Damn.
But none of them look like that. They all look very fuckable.
Keep in mind, this is a TV show.
Still, that's why I don't like the TV show about this kind of shit. That's not real.
How about this one?
She has a PhD in fucking chem. Hey, that's my daughter, you piece of shit.
What's your daughter's name?
Riley. I love you, Riley.
Yeah. Shout out Riley.
Shout out, Riley.
Big fan of Riley. Does she like horns? Or does she go, my ears! Don't make noises!
Triangle. No, she likes loud noises.
Nice!
Yeah. She was like, she's wild, man. She's crazy. She's awesome.
Yeah.
But again, that's what I mean. I see those Love in the Spectrum. I'm like, I see regular, normal special needs kids. They're not like, oh, I'm working on NASA, actually developing the new, but I'm on the spectrum. Like, no, we don't need a show about those fucking.
No, it's
people.
pretty good. It's a sweet show. Have you watched it?
No, I refuse to watch it.
Oh, it's great, man.
It just creeps me out. I'm like, I don't want to know that.
There's a guy named James on it, and he's just like always freaking out. It's just like, I guess that's not so bad. Okay.
So it's just awkward then, not even special needs then.
He's definitely heavily autistic. For
Yeah,
sure.
but that's a good kind of special needs. I mean, like the kind of special needs that like.
You want them on that show?
Yeah. Date
Where they're just like chewing each other's fingers?
The cameraman's getting sucked off. He's screaming, "Oh God, get him off of me!"
There was one guy that went on a date with one of those girls that I showed you that was like, she's like well adjusted, can be out in society. She got set up on a date with this guy that literally cannot be at a restaurant. Like,
The That's the reality that parents. I don't get that people watching this. I get your struggle, Joe. I watch Love on the Spectrum. That's not what most of us deal with. Is see you at work later, honey. It's like no. I'm like God, fucking no more diapers left. Gotta go get more diapers.
Yeah. This guy
Love on the Spectrum
he just put his head down on the table and he's like acting like he's like hiding from me. She's
Why
like,
they
"Are you good?"
hide?
And he's like, "Yeah, it's just too much noise is going on here." And then he puts on headphones and they go outside and she's trying to like talk to him and he just like takes it off for a second. He's like, yeah. Puts his headphone back in. He's like,
my God.
And then at the end of the date, she's like, yeah, so like you're a nice guy, but I don't think there can be like a romantic connection here. And he's like, no, I think there can be. And then she's like, what date were you on where you felt like this was going romantic at all?
But think about it, like they're so not special needs that they would never get on Kill Tony. That's how unspecial needs they are. If they were like they're not special needs, they would never make.
Nah, they would kill. Like some of these guys would smash.
The guys sounds like the guys they push more special needs. The girls are all very fuckable. Would you fuck any of the dudes on that show?
No, I wouldn't fuck any of the girls either.
Really?
No,
that
personally?
Asian one looked pretty hot.
Which one?
The Asian one looked pretty hot.
She and on the show, the fact that she's like I need to get fucked so bad, like you know what I mean, like that, like that's intriguing. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm like they are like pretty much children.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
I mean, yeah, I mean the real ones that I see they're like children. It's so weird. That's why I'm like the idea of them dating. I just don't even want to fucking think about it because I'm like, that's the last thing I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like me, what about husbands on Finding Love, you know? Put a bunch of husbands.
Has your daughter ever had a crush? Like, is that even possible?
When she does like someone, she gets very like huggy and touchy with them, but she has had crushes like there was one in grade 3, and then there's a boy right now that really likes Riley. Every time I'm there, he comes up and hugs me and he like loves hugging Riley. Yeah. So she doesn't really so much care. But yeah, when she likes someone, she's very affectionate.
I used to work at a handicap camp one summer, and
Are you sure you weren't there as? Now I'm dyslexic.
Yeah. I was like, one of the camp counselors started like walking me around, holding my hand, and I'm like, hey, wait, don't I work here? The hell? My mom told me I work here. She told me I'm going to work.
Wait, I thought I worked here. This is weird. Where's my paycheck?
But at the time, like the girl I was dating would like come and meet me at the end of work to like go out, and there was this one guy that like loved to smell her hair. Whenever she came in, he would like sneak up behind her and start sniffing her hair.
God, the smell of a woman's hair. God, I still get hard. Like I hugged my wife the other day, and I just smelled her, and I was like, it's fucking.
Yeah, it doesn't take too much.
Doesn't take too much. I'm a hair trigger, bro. Right now, I'm starting to feel a little hard.
I actually can't believe that your dick hard is 4.5 inches.
Yeah, hard.
That's crazy.
Like it's hard for like right now. It's like nothing. Like look, it's like.
Can we get? Is that on the camera?
Yeah.
Dave's,
like look.
I mean,
looks
Dave,
like a camel toe.
Joe's flicking his bean. Yeah.
Like there's like guys at work wear track pants. Like AJ was wearing track pants when we shot the movie last week, and I was like, I pull him aside and go, bro, this is so distracting. His cock soft is just like laying on his thigh. I'm like, fuck, that's a big juicy meat cock. But you can't get distracted when I'm walking around. You know what I mean? There's no distractions for me.
No, people get locked in around you.
They're like, what? And they drop their thing that they're working on.
They focus even more when you're around.
Like, God, don't let them.
Cameraman has shaky hands. Joe walked around. They go,
we're in focus.
We're in focus. Just needed that guy with a tiny dick to walk by.
Yeah, I like my tiny dick, though. 4.5 is good.
Anyways. Yeah, sure. I don't know.
Why don't you ask your mom? She never complained.
Whoa! Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
Happy Mother's Day to all them hot mommies. Do you like mommies now, or are you still like pretending like you're young?
I'm definitely pretending like I'm young,
okay.
for sure. But there was like I had a streak of moms, but like not
40 or 50?
No, not 40 plus.
Okay.
38 and under moms. I couldn't. 3 girls in a row, all moms, right? And then finally I met this like 21-year-old girl, and I was like, finally I get to fuck a girl that's not a mom. And then she was also a mom.
Oh, when you in the East Coast, you're like, they're all moms out there.
Yeah, that's what it was. East Coast.
Yeah, East Coast.
East Coast. They're literally, they're all fucking.
They're all moms.
They're all moms or pregnant by me.
I do love the East Coast, but that is, if I was a single guy, I'd be like, I have to be a dad if I'm in the East Coast. Like, you can't not be a dad if you're in the East Coast.
No. You have. I think like by 23, if you're not
Yeah.
if you're not a dad already, you are a gay man.
Yeah, you're a full-fledged gay man.
Because there's nothing to do around there, so they're
like-
like, let's just get
They're
pregnant.
like, what
and start a
weekend
family."
works with you? My son, they're like, any weekend. I don't have any kids. And they're like, on the Tinder, they're like, you're gay. You're on the wrong site. All right, another bomb. 2 bombs. Boom, 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 boom.
Hell yeah. Well, you want to talk about some good comedy? I saw Dave Chappelle this week. Oh my goodness, it was fantastic.
So you went back in time and saw good Dave Chappelle?
See, that's what people would think, right? Because there was the last, maybe the last
3 specials?
3 specials that got a little more, still had jokes, but a little more TED Talky.
And let me just say, he is still the most amazing.
He's my favorite that I grew up with.
He's still the
right?
most amazing comic.
So, and Killing Them Softly is my favorite special of all time.
Oh,
Like,
dude, yeah.
But I went with a friend that isn't a big Dave Chappelle fan and thought the same thing, like, oh, but he's so preachy, like TED Talky.
Yeah, so-
But as soon as he hit the stage, the energy that he came out with, I turned to them, I said, oh, he's here to be funny. He's here to be funny. Like, he had like a silly energy that came out like.
So he was like, oh, like the old.
Like old Chappelle, like so. I think like in clubs and everything, he's probably still like just being hilarious. It's just like if he has
wasn't a club. Where did you see him?
well, this was at the Queen Elizabeth Theater.
Oh,
But
okay.
it wasn't like it wasn't
That's
like
a nice theater to watch.
it was great. Yeah,
But it's not a stadium, so maybe he felt more comfortable.
that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, because the stadium's like, maybe he feels more preachy.
And I think he's had a point to make. You know what I mean? One special was straight up about the George Floyd thing. That was like,
that was
I wouldn't even consider that a comedy
that's not
special.
comedy.
One was
like, when Netflix. That one was annoying. That one.
okay. I don't. And then one was like about trans, and the next.
What do you
one
mean everyone was about?
And then the
trans?
next one, trans people came down on him. So he's like, oh, now he's like, I respect the fact that it's like, oh, you're telling me I can't say anything. Now I'm going to say more.
Yeah,
so I know that wasn't the best for like making jokes. But here's the thing, like people will say like, if you're a Chappelle fan now, they'll be like, oh, so you're anti-trans. It's like, I love Chappelle before he was saying anything about trans. And then after that, I'm like, I like him even more now.
Yeah. Hey,
No.
everyone always goes, were you a big Kanye West fan? I'm like, no, I never was until he talked about Hitler. Now I love Kanye West. Why are we judging everyone for when we Why are we judging the love of art? Because I found Kanye now means that my love is less than when you found Kanye on graduation?
Hell yeah. College Dropout. Amazing album.
But yeah.
Graduation was good too. Late Registration, my least favorite of all the
But I'm
Kanye
just
albums.
saying, like, why is it? I honestly don't. I have always liked him, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with liking an artist at a different point. You'll like all of their stuff.
I think
I'll like all of his stuff. Like
Right.
whatever point I found him.
The point I was trying to make about Chappelle is like I can love Chappelle for being hilarious. The Chappelle Show, Killing Them Softly.
Oh, yeah.
These are amazing things that I grew up with. That I'm like, he's the GOAT to me. Like that. That's just what I grew up with. Like that's who I was. Like this is comedy. This is hilarious. Amazing. And if you wanted to make a couple jokes about trans people, and you think that you should throw out the guy's whole career over it, like fuck
I
off.
never thought that.
Anyways, so he was great. He was so funny. It was like it was not TED Talky preachy at all. It was like jokes and jokes and jokes and jokes.
Like you said, you can tell as a comic, it's like he wanted to have
The energy that he came up with. And then the other thing was amazing at talking. Amazing. Like the guy's a great public speaker.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's why like he built up 10 years of being amazing to the point where he can just go sit down for 20 minutes and not tell a joke and people will still listen on the edge of their seat because they love
like
him
a
so much.
storyteller. Like he's legit.
And I saw him years ago when he first came back from like that when he left Chappelle Show, went to Africa,
ran
came
away,
back, right? And he did a small theater show. I think it was at I forget. It wasn't Massey Hall, but it was a little smaller than that in Toronto. I went and saw that one. It was great. But that one, it was just all jokes. This one, he did crowd work and stuff. I've never seen Dave Chappelle do crowd work before. So funny. And it was like, everything was just, every time hit. Like,
I don't think I've ever seen him do crowd work either.
It was amazing. It was great.
Yeah.
And like every time, like his clap back to people was like, I'm like, obviously he's been doing it since he's 15 years old, so he's going to be good at it. But I was still blown away that I'm like, he's so like thoughtful and eloquent, like with his like and the way he's good with words, like in his responses. I was just watching, like, God damn, this guy's good at talking.
Like, there's just so much like he's just good at everything.
And one
about comedy, you're like, I don't even know what to take.
Well, one thing I was like, I got to start smoking cigarettes. because he
You think
smokes
it's-
cigarettes the whole time, and I'm like, I've talked about it on the show before. Che Durena told me that nicotine activates a part in your brain that gives you access to more words, and I'm like, Dave Chappelle has every fucking word.
Yeah, but see, now you're taking the wrong thing from there. No. Again, you said it right there. He's been performing at a high level pretty much since he was 15.
Yeah.
And he is so good at it. But it's a guy so good where it's like you can watch that same set like 35 times and still learn something new.
One nice.
You're
moment-
overwhelmed with how good he is.
Oh yeah, it was inspiring for sure. And one moment that was just a cool moment, not even like a joke thing, but like they tell you not to yell out, but there was a drunk guy in like the second row that was like loud, and he did some crowd work on him. It was funny, and it turned out it was his friend's birthday, and he just like told his like I guess tour manager or whoever was like running things on the side. He's like, yo, get these two guys 2 drinks. She brought out like 2 cups of whatever Dave was drinking. Dave nonstop smoking cigarettes, nonstop drinking on stage, just living
so
the
having
life.
a great life.
Just every time he finishes his drink, he goes to the side. They already have a cup ready for him. He grabs the next cup.
Oh.
It was
How long was he on stage for?
probably about 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah, I don't know, because you put your phone in a yonder bag.
It probably
Yeah,
felt
yeah.
like this too. Like
It went by really quick.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't even tell how long he was up there.
When
There
it's
was
that
two-
good,
There was
yeah.
2 openers, and they were both good. Cypher Sounds actually hooked up the tickets. Shout out to Cypher Sounds. He met my friend Monica Gross through comedy, and they were friendly. And
okay.
he gave her 2 tickets, and she knows I'm
Oh,
a
so
Chappelle
Monica
fan.
went. Oh, okay, I
so
saw that.
Shout out Monica Gross and Cypher Sounds.
So
you
is
know?
she now a fan?
Cypher Sounds invented that sound. Did you know that?
No.
Did you know that he invented that?
Wait, you're friends with the guy that invented that sound?
I'm not friends with Monica. Is.
Really? Isn't he like fucking 80 or something?
No, he was like a big DJ in the 90s, and then I guess in the 2000s, like he used to DJ for Dave Chappelle's show, and then he was just like,
Wait,
hey,
how's Monica friends with him?
just through comedy, because now Cypher does comedy.
Dude, that guy, that's cool to know that guy.
He's good buddies with Mike Rita too.
Oh, wow.
Last
That's
time
cool.
Mike was doing shows at Backroom, they were like doing like a duo act on stage together.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, doing like
I
Q&As
thought
and
that
shit.
guy would be like old. Like some.
He's probably
old
like
dude
50.
Okay, shit, man.
Yeah. But yeah, so he hooked up the tickets, and he had a hilarious set too. Like he's pretty funny. But yeah, what I
Does
was
he come out with that?
he came out to the same song that I fucking have my podcast to, and that is my original walk up song for comedy. Is out in the street, they call it murder.
Oh, wow.
Welcome to Jam Rock.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was sick. I was like,
That's
yo,
a great-
this is my song.
Monica, it's my song.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, relax, he's my friend.
Yeah, I know.
Did you meet him? Are you friends with him now?
I didn't meet him. No. Because
That's
our
kinda
phones
cool.
were in bag, we couldn't even like line up like
Dude, like everyone uses that. Like that sound is like everywhere, like
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
because it used to just be like, boo! But he's like, what if we looped it?
Yeah,
Boo, 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 boo!
that's so cool. And he lives in Toronto.
No, New York guy.
Oh,
He's in
okay.
New York. He was in town for the Chappelle.
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Yeah. That's why he was here.
That's cool.
But yeah, it was so cool that Dave just gives these 2 guys drinks for their birthday. Like get these guys a couple of drinks. Like,
Wow.
and those tickets, because I got mine for free. Like, but I was curious about like how much tickets were. The cheapest tickets I saw on StubHub, cheapest one. Guess how much it was?
Like
the cheapest one.
$3,000.
No. Okay.
Okay, $500.
400. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy.
I like we made eye contact when you pulled out your Tim Hortons, Dante. You're like,
Hey, look at me while you suck through that straw.
suck that paper straw, you Caribbean bastard. You autistic Caribbean fuck.
Speaking of autistic blacks, there was that. Have you heard about that woman that raised $1 million for calling a 5-year-old autistic?
Yeah,
boy
we were talking
the
about that at
N-word?
work. Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Dude, like, why would you give money to that lady that called a kid the N-word?
I don't understand. I guess
That's a lot of hate, man. I don't like Italians. I'm not a fan. But I would never raise money like to spite the Italian.
Well, I don't. So
That's weird. That's a lot of hate.
did she like lose her job or something? Like,
But
what?
it doesn't matter,
no, but
man.
it doesn't matter. It obviously here. Okay,
She called the kid the N-word,
Yeah.
and I'm going to give her money? You really hate black people,
but
then.
I'm wondering like what. I didn't even see like her explanation of the GoFundMe. Like, what's this money going towards? Like,
It's probably because she had to move and go into hiding because any normal person's going to want to fucking slap her in the face. Calling a little kid the N-word is insane.
It is insane.
To
That's
you
crazy.
guys.
Well, you've heard it before.
I've
too.
been called the N-word as a child so many
I know,
times.
but
Wait,
like-
wait. Okay, hold on a second.
Hold on.
Tell us
in
a
Milton,
story.
it's like
Yeah.
Tell us a
there's
story.
nothing new. Dog, I remember I was riding my bike on the sidewalk. And
How old? Paint the
probably
picture.
like 11, 12.
Okay.
And this guy's like, "Get off the fucking sidewalk, you nigger!" I'm like, but it's normal.
Yeah. Well,
you know?
was the kid fine? Like, wasn't the kid that?
The kid was 5.
The kid was really little.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I believe you 100% that does happen. But it's like, but now still? Like,
Yes, they
still?
fly Confederate flags in
Hamilton?
Hamilton, but no, in Milton.
I mean, I have a couple of
Milton
general.
has Confederate flags?
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on in
Maybe
Milton?
they just like Dukes of Hazzard a lot.
That's what I thought when
I
I was
love
younger.
Dukes of
I
Hazzard.
was like,
I
oh,
love
they
Dukes
got the Dukes of Hazzard flag.
I know
I used to watch the show. And
Georgetown used to have like a KKK fucking people would say that
KKK
there's-
school.
Yeah.
So I guess Milton's not that far from Georgetown, right?
It's literally
Okay,
right
but
down the street.
Sure. Okay. Yes, there's people that hate black people and say the N-word to young kids. But would me let's say I'm the racist, I would not give my money to another racist.
Well,
That makes no sense.
I saw this video online talking about how it's like, oh, well, we don't have free speech anymore because it's like all these free speech
these
people. So
fucking-
it's like, oh, people can't say whatever they want these days. So now they're like they're making a stand by supporting this.
Her original thing was 250K, and then it flew past that so quick.
like
So she's
three-
like, okay, make it 500, and then it got to like 750. She's like,
Yeah.
all right, make it $1 million. It's like, god damn, yo. And I like. There is like a little part of me that's like, it's nice to see white people coming together for a cause for once.
It's probably not
because we
that
haven't really
white.
been supporting each other for a long time, but like not for this though.
No, this is weird because it's like, again, like I said, I hate stuff, but I don't hate enough of it to like fucking send money to it.
It made me think like, okay, because in comedy, you see like if you're say if you're trans, there's like a built-in audience for like trans people to support you. If you're Indian, there's like a lot of Indians will support you. As a white guy, like you don't really like have that built-in audience. But if you go about it that route, I guess there would be there. But I'm not gonna be that guy.
No, that guy already exists. He goes ching chong ching chong.
True. And then within the same week of like this girl winning almost $1 million, I saw one of my friends post about her like a friend's GoFundMe where this lady is basically leaving an abusive husband where she needs some extra money because she has 3 kids.
Yeah.
2 of them are
It's hard.
autistic.
It takes a
2 of them are
while,
autistic.
yeah.
They need one of them needs like round the clock care. So it's hard. And her goal on hers was $2,500. I'm like, man, she didn't get the full 2,500 when I checked on it though.
fucked.
But it's crazy that like this lady goes to a park, calls a 5-year-old black kid in the N-word, raises $1 million. This lady is trying to raise 3 kids after leaving an abusive ex, and she can't even get 2,500 together in a week.
Well, again, it's all like it's just the eyes on it, right? Because no one knows that lady that you're.
No,
talking
that lady needs to go to a parking
That
lot.
lady needs to go to a parking lot, call another kid the R word, and say, "You little retard,"
Ooh.
and then raise money for. Yeah, it's just again, there's so many people around that. Do you think it's because it's funny? They're like, wouldn't it be funny if I donated $5 to this lady? Do you think that's part of it? I don't know if that's part of it.
Wouldn't it be funny? One person donated $10,000.
Yeah, but it's like so many people know the story that enough of people go, that'd be hilarious if I donated $5 to her, and enough $5 ones showed up.
It really shows like the state of America and Milton, I guess.
Yeah, no, but
I wonder how many donations she got from Milton.
11's still young, but like calling any little kid anything is like calling a little fat kid fat, like a little 5-year-old. Anything, calling a little kid something.
You talking about that happening in Milton? I remember when I was a kid walking back from Blockbuster with my black friend, and a guy drove by and he yelled out, "Keep the races together." Which is like the opposite. He's saying a nice thing. He's like, I like to see like 11-year-old white kid and black kid hanging out. You know what I mean? He's just like, that's sick.
Do you have to pay him since you know who he is now? You pay him
Every time I use that would be crazy. This show would be bankrupt quick. The show would get so canceled.
Man, I wish I fucking invented something like cool like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know if you get residuals on a sound.
No,
effect.
but like just I don't even know who he is, and I think that's the coolest thing to like. I'd rather introduce that guy as my friend than say, oh, this is my buddy Russell Peters. I'd rather go, this is whatever Flowmaster, whatever the fuck guy's name is. Cypher Sounds. He invented the. That's way cooler than saying, I know Che Durana or something. Like, you know what I mean? That's way cooler.
Okay, you started with, I love Che, but Russell Peters would be a pretty guy to fucking
No,
intro, yo.
but I mean, like, because I don't know Russell, I know Che, so I'm like, you know, someone famous I know would be like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, even if I knew Ryan, like, my best friend knows Ryan Gosling, okay? I would think this is cooler if she knew this guy.
Who's your best friend?
My friend Sherry.
How does she know Ryan Gosling?
They went to high school together.
Oh, did he fuck her? Did
he
used to fuck fat girls?
She was not fat. Sherry, I love you. Don't listen to him.
She was not fat?
No.
Or she is not fat?
No, she's not fat.
What the fuck? What are you talking about? Is this the girl that you used to run a podcast with?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she just got a fat
lost
head.
a bunch.
Maybe I've only seen her head, but she's got a fat head for sure.
I should have brought her up. Sherry, I love you. Please don't listen
Sherry,
to Jameasy.
we all love you.
Real fat man.
Real fat man.
No. She's but yeah, it was cooler. Like that would be cooler knowing this guy. That's what I was trying to say. Why are you attacking?
Is it Sherry with an S or a C?
No, don't. You know what? She's not on social media.
Is she not?
No, she because guys like you.
I'm just curious.
I was trying to. Why are you going after every woman in my life? My daughter.
That's true.
My friend.
Well, you brought her up.
Yeah, because I'm just saying she knows someone really famous.
So she didn't fuck Ryan Gosling.
No. I wish she did. That would have been awesome. I was like,
if she did, then you'd have to have sex with her. So
I would be like, oh my God, I fucked Ryan Gosling.
I fished in the same hole as
nice
Ryan
guys,
Gosling.
Ryan Gosling, Young Hercules. But yeah, that's cool. You know,
Young Hercules?
Yeah, he did a show, Young Hercules,
when he was
after Breaker High, yeah.
Breaker High, yeah, where he played like the nerd. Can you imagine that he became this?
But so he was like really, really nerdy. No one liked him in high school.
Yeah, no one liked him on Breaker High either.
Yeah, it was like weird.
It was the role he was born to play.
Ryan Gosling.
What turned Ryan Gosling into a hot guy?
What turned him into a hot guy?
Because he was like the nerdy.
I think it was like
he was like the
acting,
nerdy,
right?
unfuckable loser on.
Yeah,
Breaker
he
that
left,
was him as an actor.
Yeah, he left He left Canada, went to Hollywood, started doing a couple of small roles. One of the best movies, The Believer, where he's a Jewish Nazi. That movie's fucking awesome. Have you guys ever seen that movie?
No.
The Believer. It's like one of his best roles.
Yeah,
and
I bet you love Kanye's new song too.
I do love Kanye's new song. The hook is out of sight.
How many words do you skip on the hook?
None. On the way, if you played it right now, I would not say it one word. The only one word, because Dante's here. But if Dante wasn't here, I'd be saying that word all day, buddy. Shut the fuck up!
That's crazy.
Shout out to Kanye. Great job.
Bring a 5-year-old kid in here and just let him loose. Raise money.
I can't again.
I'm trying to raise money for my autistic daughter by calling this little 5-year-old an N-word.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Did you see that? Like, there's like this news debate on Piers Morgan. Did you see that?
No,
I did see that, and you know what? So Piers Morgan, so
he's still on it.
There's a white lady that's like, I think we should be allowed to say it. I think it's free speech. And then Piers Morgan's like, say it then. And then the black guy that's on is like, no, don't tell her to say it. Don't tell her, motherfucker.
It used to be said like a lot.
But what he did there, what Piers Morgan did there, and I was gonna make a clip of this because he took that from a TV show. There's this old lawyer TV show. I think it's The Good Wife or no. One of those like old lawyer courtroom shows where they have a black guy on like a CNN type show where same thing happens and he's like, say it right now. I'll say it with you. Yeah. I'm like, Piers Morgan is just doing that.
You know, that's the guy from Sinners, right?
Oh, that's the guy that plays the
blue
Slim.
guy.
Yeah.
Slim. Yeah. I love that actor. He's so good.
Really good.
Let's talk about Sinners for a second. We all saw it?
Yep.
I fucking love that movie.
I thought it was great, very entertaining. That's another one that flew by. How long is the runtime on Sinners?
It's 2 hours, but it doesn't
feel like 2 hours. It felt quick.
It was good. It was very
great movie. But I felt like there was a little bit of
I don't think there should have been twins. I don't get
I love when you make people twins.
No,
Tom Hardy when he plays twins in that Legend movie.
I don't know who else you could have put in as his brother, but you could have spread that.
No, I thought it was great.
Why does Michael B. Jordan get to do all the good roles?
It was Michael B. You know what? When the twins came up, I go to my friend and I go, that's Michael C. Jordan. And then the guy behind us, my friend didn't laugh, but the guy behind us started laughing. I'm like, I'm killing in this movie theater right now.
So what are you going to say?
I don't remember. It's gone.
I was just saying, like, I said, why wouldn't it be like another?
Oh, I remember now. Yeah. Because Ryan Coogler frequently works with Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Works. Every project is with him.
Yeah, because he's a good actor.
Like, he's a good actor. He's very good.
Why is what's his face in all the Tarantino movies?
Who? Leo?
No. Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, but they don't.
How many? He's in, like,
in every single one.
He's in Pulp Fiction and Hateful Eight. What else?
No, he's in pretty much every single one.
Oh.
But anyways, again, I'm tired
of this motherfucking Samuel L. Jackson and all this motherfucking Quentin Tarantino.
I like both. I like both roles, the twins. But you could have given that role to another actor. Because it's like Michael B. Jordan
is stealing black jobs.
No, he's stealing black jobs from black people.
But they're supposed to be twins, though. So what the fuck?
Yeah, you can make them. Yeah, but why? You just made that up, though. Like they're twins.
No, it's based on a true story.
Yeah, no, it's not based on a true story.
It is based on a true story.
Yeah, okay, it's inspired by jazz or blues or whatever.
The only thing that's might be faking it is the vampires.
The only thing that might be fake
no,
about
vampires are real.
No, the only part,
so that's 100%.
No, the only part that's faking it is that black guys like eating pussy. That was the only fake part, isn't it?
You weren't talking to me like that when you was tongue deep in my snatch
that's such
yesterday.
a great scene.
Hey, when you were fucking my pussy.
When you fucking my pussy. Keep it down. Like Michael B. Jordan, I fucking love so fucking hard. I think they should have like brought him back and made him Black Panther after Chadwick died.
I thought
he was Black Panther. Do you remember in the first
one?
he
became Black Panther. But I mean, like they should have somehow made him come back and make
died.
him.
Okay,
I know,
so
but
they're
it's
gonna
Marvel.
do the multiverse, and then he's like a different variant.
Yeah,
in Black Panther, the first Black Panther, I thought they should have ended the movie with Killmonger as the guy.
That would have been good.
And then the second one is about reclaiming it.
Yeah.
That would have been sick, yo. That would have been a great movie. I mean, it was still a good movie, but
it was good. But essentially, the good guy died. Not that Killmonger's a good guy, but he's not really a bad guy. And
he was a good bad guy.
He was a
bad guy that you kind of root for.
Black Panther's dad's a piece of shit. That's the whole reason why that movie, that he ends up being a bad guy. But yeah, I love that movie. The other thing I didn't like about Sinners was those post credits almost ruined the movie for me. Why? You don't need those post credits for that movie.
That was fine.
I wanted to see those natives continuously chasing vampires throughout. That'd be another good movie.
The one flaw that I thought that movie had was, okay, everyone hates the KKK. We already have the justification in there to kill them. Spoiler alert. Yeah. At the end of the movie, they didn't even build up the hate for them though. In the movie,
that would have been a great
in the movie, the guy that sells
build up the hate. What do you mean?
I'm going to tell you.
What do you mean? We all loved the KKK when we started that movie.
No, in the movie. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen the movie yet, just fucking stop the podcast right now. Who gives a fuck? In the movie, the guy sells them the place, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not in the KKK. We're all good around here." And then they just have a clip later on where they're like, "Oh no, that guy isn't the KKK, and he's coming to kill you guys all later." Yeah. But
that was cool. I like that.
They could the killing them all was cool, but I just think they should have built up more hate in the movie of that guy doing something bad to them earlier, something
you don't
like
have
something.
To. It's built in. It's like
I know it's built in, but
it's a character that's built in to hate.
For that scene,
I want to know what the KKK did for them to hate him.
Yeah.
I want more emotion in that scene where it's we're feeling okay because all the movie is we want to see them kill the vampires. That's what it really that the whole back and forth with them. There's no back and forth with the KKK at all. I'm just saying
you don't have it's a built-in you don't need backstory for Hitler. You don't need backstory for the KKK because it's you instantly know what they are. So also, you don't need to hate
I know that, but in the movie the payoff of him killing them all would have had more payoff.
How much more do you need?
I don't know. Yeah,
If let's say a group of those guys that get killed in the end did something horrible or
raped one of the girls.
Remember,
I was gonna say it.
Remember,
but yes, I hate rape scenes, and it would make me be fuck yeah, kill those guys, yo.
You need a little bit extra to hate the KKK.
No one else. Everyone else doesn't need it. How do you need a guy who? How do you?
I know.
I
started off by saying we all hate the KKK. That is a given. No, you're right. The built-in is already there. But I'm saying Ryan Coogler, let's take it to the next level and give a significant payoff where it's I don't know. These guys are all faceless whites to me right now.
Anyone
there's only one guy that was even in the movie earlier. I'm saying that I want to hate these guys. I want to have I want to know that guy earlier pissed me off in the movie. Now he's dying.
The first people that the vampires go to was KKK.
Yeah.
So the KKK is what started the problem in the first place.
The couple,
guys,
the couple, yeah. But I mean
that was you don't need, even them. All you see is a hood, and then next thing you know,
so you want more story about the. So you want to take away the story.
One scene. I want one scene where those guys that get murked in the end do something horrible that make me and.
But the hood, looking at the hood, the literal image of the hood that's how powerful imagery is. The image of the hood is enough for you to go, I hate that character. Or someone wearing I'm
not saying that there was no.
You are saying it though. No, you are saying. Listen, I know the KKK is bad, but I'd love to see on film white against black. I'd love to see a white hand.
I want to see what makes them so bad.
I actually want to be reminded because I almost forgot why I'm supposed to hate them. Because I think the media trains us to hate them.
Are we calling black kids the N-word in the park? What are we doing here? Yo?
Listen, I'm not saying that Black Lives Matters is all good. There might be. Remind me why they're
Here's
good.
what I'm saying. The guy that ends up being the great guitar player, what's his name in the movie again? Sammy. Let's say Sammy has a little brother. KKK fucks him
and he's swinging on a tree. You want to see a black guy swinging on a tree?
No, I don't want to see it, but I'm saying that it would bring out more emotion.
Yeah, but when you see the KKK, you think of right away. Your brain should go the hangings, cross burnings. Like you should already see that with just the hood. You don't need.
I agree.
You don't agree. Your whole point is you don't agree.
My point is, I want those specific members.
Yeah.
Having a little more story to being like when they die, when he shoots them, it's more payoff. I'm saying they're gonna. Are you guys telling me that there wouldn't be more payoff?
We're saying there's enough.
You don't
payoff.
need any more payoff than what there already is.
There was enough payoff. It felt good to watch them.
James was saying the KKK didn't get enough screen time for it.
Yeah, your stance right now is more KKK screen. Ryan Coolidge, I want more KKK screen time.
I'm saying we need to see one scene of them doing something really bad that when they get murked
what
at the end.
What else would they have to do that No, they do. This is a bad thing. They're like, we're going to kill us some N-words. That was enough for you to be reminded of what they were. That. Yeah, when they come out of the truck and they're like, all right, boys, let's fucking
They probably didn't have a guy on screen for that part. They probably just had
they did. You don't remember they come out?
They're coming out. Yeah,
they're coming out.
Yeah, there was one guy that was even in the movie earlier, and that was it. Is that not true?
The guy that sold him
that's the only guy that was even and when them killing him was that was a cool moment, whatever, right? But
dude, I don't know. This payoff thing is weird. Like knowing it's KKK, it's different if it was like a group that we've never heard of, like a random white guy, and then he starts beating the shit out of him. Like, why do you hate this random white guy? We already know why.
All
you
I'm
hate
saying
them.
is this is how my brain worked when I was watching it. But
But what makes him so bad? Like I don't.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
It sounds like that's what you're saying.
I'm saying there could have been a more emotional payoff if we saw them. If we saw those specific guys doing something worse earlier in the movie.
But what's worse?
Either I enjoyed the movie and I enjoyed that scene.
I'm not saying you don't.
But that
was enough.
Could have had more payoff. It could have had more payoff.
In your head, do you not think of them doing nasty shit? Like, don't you already know they did that shit? Like,
yeah.
What did you want to see on screen? You wanted a hate crime on screen.
I wanted one hate crime earlier.
One hate crime.
I wanted to.
Okay.
How about that? They're already living on like a plantation type deal. They can't have their own money.
So but he doesn't see that.
Wait, they can't have their own money?
No, because oh my God, you weren't listening.
Oh yeah,
they're paying in like
wooden coins
slave
and
money.
stuff. Yeah.
Not slave because they're not slaves. They're already past slaves.
They're free, but they can't leave that little area.
They can't even leave that area.
Well, the twins did, which is why they had so much money.
That's the other movie. There's so many movies in that movie like that. There are adventures in the war and with Capone. That would be cool. There's so many cool things. But
is there gonna be a prequel?
No. The prequel is going to be about the KKK. It's a whole movie about the KKK, and it takes place. We don't see any black people. We just see the KKK throughout the whole movie.
I think what adds to it about like the whole situation being so fucked up is like you have to deal that whole night with dealing with the vampires and stuff like that. You barely make it out. And then you have to deal with the KKK on top of that.
That's their everyday thing.
He took care of the KKK like nothing.
Yeah, because they suck.
It was so easy.
Well, they came prepared.
We can all agree that the KKK sucks.
No, because originally, I don't know if you agree with us, but Dante and I agree, and the people at home agree. Guys, write in to the show and let James know that KKK is bad. Let them know they're bad.
They are bad.
It just didn't seem bad enough to you.
They
in
weren't
the
bad
movie.
enough to you.
But
But
you know,
I need to be reminded of how bad
It
they
is
are.
funny because like this conversation.
Did you say that in the theater and the guy behind you goes, "Whoa, bro, I was with the Michael C thing, but I'm not. I don't agree with you right now."
I watched the movie with a black friend and a Filipino friend, and when
Yeah.
I told them my thoughts about this after, they had pretty much the same reaction as you guys.
It's insane.
Like, what do you mean they needed more payoff to kill him?
It's such a universal thing.
I'm like, I guess they were the bad guys. I didn't really get to see it.
No, but again, if you watch the movie, they were prepared for that. Like they had the trunk. They had the trunk because they already knew what was going to happen.
They just kind of glossed
knew what was
over
gonna
it.
happen.
They were just like, "Oh, by the way, KKK is coming to kill you later." Like it's just like they just like were like,
They
"Okay."
already knew
by the
that.
way, when
They
they
were
sold
gonna
you this thing,
Yeah.
no.
They knew already. They're like, we're prepared. Like, don't forget the
He
trunk.
took care of it, no problem. Yeah, and then also why if so the post credit scene,
Yeah, I
Michael
didn't
C.
like
Michael
that.
C. Jordan comes back.
Stacks.
So why didn't he help fucking kill the KKK as well?
I don't know. That's why I
Because
didn't
it was
like-
daytime.
Yeah, but the KKK is out at night too. That's when they.
I guess he could have put on the hood.
No, because he ran away. He took. Also, he's a bad brother
He could
too.
have put on that Kanye fit.
And there was no one to kill. He killed everyone that attacked his brother, right?
Yeah, but he couldn't help him when they were fighting.
I just
'cause it
don't
was
like.
daytime.
I don't like the fact that he kept him alive. I don't like the fact that he's still alive in the '90s. I'm like, that's dumb. The post credit scene should have been the guy playing the guitar in the church. That would have been like a nice, beautiful.
But his whole thing was that he left the church.
No, but I mean, like that was a scene that, like, you know, then why
The
they show
second
the scene?
one.
Yeah, the second post credit.
Oh, and then some guy came in and
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, what are you doing here?"
Yeah, that's like that would have been better than like the. All of a sudden, you're like, wait, what the fuck? He's alive, and
And then it
makes
just
no
made me
sense.
think about how much sex Michael B. Jordan's been having.
Yeah,
with
you're not
him,
gonna
you
get
know?
bored of the same broad every fucking 30 years or 30 no longer than 30 years, like 90 years the same broad.
Because yeah, when did it happen? I guess the first one happened in like the
Like the
40s.
40s or something.
Yeah, late
So-
30s.
It was like they're in the war.
So
World
50
War
years
II,
later, yeah.
You're banging the same chick,
Yeah.
bro. Everyone gets sick of the same thing. Rice and eating rice. The bodybuilders get sick of rice and broccoli and chicken. You know what I mean?
Yep. All right. Okay, we have.
All right, got quiet there. Anyways, so any other movies that you'd like to see the KKK more? Maybe Black Panther. I'd like to see the KKK more in Black Panther.
My thoughts in the Black Panther was they didn't kill enough white people in it.
Yeah, it was
They
black
didn't
on
even-
black hate.
They
A lot of black
they didn't even make white guys the bad guys.
No, they didn't make the black. No, the black guys were the bad guys.
Also, I didn't even understand what his superpower was. Turns out it wasn't beating cancer.
Shut up, bitch.
Wow.
Just hit all the buttons.
That's bad.
Shut up, bitch.
That was a joke that I told on stage when Black Panther came out, and it got a round of applause. No, it didn't get applause.
Hey man, I've
It got two guys laughing in the back of the room.
I've made fun of Terry Fox and have had a round of applause, but I've also had the opposite of it. So.
Man, I got a great Terry Fox joke.
Do you?
that I'm
I love a Terry
Super
Fox.
happy about.
A new one?
I just added
love a Terry Fox.
I added a tag to one that I've like done from years ago, and the new tag, like, I think it might be my smartest joke.
Oh, is it getting good? Like good?
It's getting like mixed reviews because some people they're like, this is kind of crazy to laugh at.
Yeah. Oh, everyone. There was a lady in Montreal that literally almost fought me on the stage when I told my Terry Fox.
Yeah.
joke. And then her brother came to Hamilton, and he was like, "My sister hates you so much."
Yeah.
That she talked about you the whole time at dinner and said, "I can't believe he's allowed to talk like that on stage."
Damn.
Terry Fox is a goddamn hero. And I was like, I know that we all know that.
Yeah, my joke is talking about how great he is and how much pussy he probably got.
Oh, I thought he was gay. Wasn't he gay? I always got
No,
the
that's
feeling he
Gary
was gay.
Fox.
Gary Fox.
Yeah, he died of AIDS, not cancer.
Shout out to Gary Fox.
Instead of running across Canada, he just rode a dick in one place.
He ran to AIDS. He ran to the AIDS.
He ran to AIDS.
He ran into the AIDS.
All right. Well, we only have 2 segments left to go, and then we'll get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Time for our animal fun fact of the day from Yahoo.com.
Are you sponsored by Yahoo?
No, I'm trying to get that Yahoo money though. If there's any left.
Yahoo! I know your take on KKK is kind of light, but I love the fact that you don't hate the KKK.
I do.
You really don't hate them.
No, but I'm just saying for film purposes. I get in the KKK. I want to see KKK get shot anywhere they are. You know what I mean? Wherever they are. But there could have been more emotional payoff. And like, I get what you guys are saying where there was enough, but it's like there could have been more. Right. We could have had more than one face there that we had predisposed hate to earlier in the movie.
So there's a movie about pedophiles. Do you have to see a kid getting raped?
I have to see get one taken to the back room at least.
I have to see one kid like ouch, come out of the room going, ouch.
What am I going to trust this little kid's word? It's fucking liars, yo.
The payoff, like when they strangled Jared from Subway, I just didn't feel the payoff. I need to see one of those kids get stuffed like by his 12-inch
I don't
sub.
need to see him get a foot long, but he needs to take 6 inches at least. I needed to see him take a flatbread once at least.
You need the emotional payoff. I get it, man. No, I get it. I get it.
Like, there's movies that I've seen where there's like a beating or a murder or a rape earlier in the movie, and like those scenes are like disgusting to watch, and they make me feel something visceral. And then when the payoff of that person getting what's coming to them later in the movie happens, like it just makes me feel like more like I'm so glad they got fucking murdered. With this, I'm like, that was cool that he killed them. You know what I mean? But I don't really know who those guys were.
You already did. Again, it's a symbol that you don't need. Like when you put a Nazi in a movie, you don't need to go through his life and see him do Nazi shit. You're like, Nazi, bad. It's like so simple.
True, but in Inglourious
Stormtrooper, bad.
In Inglourious Bastards, there is like the bad boy Nazi that like he's doing stuff earlier in the movie, and when he dies, like there is more payoff. And I'm right and you're wrong.
All right. Let the audience let you know.
Nazis are bad, KKK is bad, pedophiles are bad, and all of them should get killed. Let's just.
But I want to see more of them doing this stuff that makes them bad. That's what you're saying. I would like to see more of what they're doing.
The payoff in a movie is more payoff if you've seen them do something bad.
When people hate on Chris Brown, I go, I don't hate on Chris. Did he hit a woman? Can I see the footage of him beating the shit out of Rihanna? Is that what you need?
I don't hate Chris Brown, but I love Rihanna.
You're a conflicted person.
You hate Chris Brown?
I love Chris Brown.
Okay.
After he beat up Rihanna, like that's when I became a fan.
All right. Anyways,
cut that.
We're not cutting anything. This is Uncut Jams.
Oh God! All right.
Real bad man.
All right. Animal fun fact of the day from
Animal
Dante,
fun
the
fact.
KKK lover.
Koala bears.
Cuckoo birds hide their eggs.
How's that spelled? K-O-K?
K-O-K-K-O-K.
Hide their eggs in the nest of other species.
They hide their eggs in the nests of other species. Like, so what's the point of that? They want. What are they?
So
black?
they don't raise their own
What are they,
kids?
black? They want somebody else to raise their kids?
Yeah, the other bird species then raise the cuckoo chick as if it was their own.
What?
And the cuckoo mother doesn't have to do any of the work.
Well, sounds like she wasn't cuckoo at all. Sounds like she had it all figured out.
Cuckoo for cuck pups.
And then does she ever like come back and like check in on them later in life?
It doesn't say that's the
Don't
end of the
cuckoos
sentence.
look different than any other bird? What do cuckoos look like?
They're crazy enough. They're like this.
What do you mean?
I got an idea, and I'm so cuckoo it just might work.
I'm so cuckoo, this might work. We don't raise our kids. Listen to this, honey. We drop them off in a sparrow's nest.
And then we just keep fucking and making more babies and dropping them off.
So do you normally do a animal
Fun fact of the day.
and then do a hack joke after? Is that normally?
We try to if we can. If we can fit it in.
You love animals. Do you still do that animal calendar thing?
No, but I have an animal calendar still. Right now it's a bear, and he looks like he's like waving at you. It's really cute.
Do
Probably
you
one of my
have any
favorite ones.
animals?
No pets allowed.
No pets allowed here in the building?
I think there was a kitten upstairs before.
Oh,
but,
okay.
also, I'm not home enough to take care of an animal.
That's true. You're always out there slaying.
Doing jokes and stuff.
Doing Gary Fox jokes coast to coast.
Was there something more to that? I felt
Nope.
like Dante had something to say.
Nope, that was the end of that.
Yeah. Do you have anything to say about
Cuckoos?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't like animals.
You don't like animals.
I don't like animals. I don't like animals.
Why?
I have a special needs kid. I think that's enough.
That's the.
I don't
the
like
only
animals. I
animal you
slept
can
over
handle?
at AJ's house last weekend, and he has a dog, and this dog is fucking insane. Bit me, kept biting me, kept jumping on me, fucking ruined one of my hats. I don't know how people with the animals deal with that.
Maybe you got to stop wearing gravy cologne. You got to stop using.
Are you saying I'm fat?
You got to stop using butter as lotion.
How else am I going to fit into my pants?
I feel like I can picture you just covering yourself in butter and laying in the sun.
What? Now you're... Bro, I'm like so skinny right now.
Are you?
That's the sound of my rib cage.
All right. Now, this is the longest episode we've ever had. I'm going to finish it off with our word from God. We started with one. We're going to end with one. Here's my turn to turn to a random page. We got Baal's temple is destroyed. Jehu gathered all the people together and said to them, Ahab served Baal to some extent, but Jehu will serve him yet more.
You have dyslexia for sure.
Now summon for me all Baal's prophets, all his worshippers, and all his priests. See that no one is absent, for I have a great sacrifice for Baal. So I think he's talking about making a little fucking killing a gang there.
I don't even know what happened in that verse.
What happened in that verse is Baal's temple's getting destroyed, and Jehu is trying to set him up.
People? See, where's the emotional payoff for this temple gang?
You don't know who Baal is?
I think so. What's Baal again?
He's like the demon king.
If I don't do nothing, I'm a
Why is
Baal.
he a demon? Because God said he's bad? I need to see what Baal did.
You ain't wrong. But
I've
for
heard
you to
that
see
name
that,
before.
you're gonna have to read the Bible.
Well, I'm just going to wait till I die.
And if you want to know the payoff for why Baal and all his servants had to die, you're gonna have to read the page before and find out that being a demon isn't enough.
I like the devil. The devil is my king.
No,
You should. Sorry, this is how you guys end it. Do you guys always end it with a Christian thing?
it's not a Christian thing. It's just turning to a random page in the Bible and seeing if it relates to the episode at all. And technically, it did, because reading that with no context was also seeing the KKK get murked with no context.
That's true.
I'm
the one that brought that out. I'm the one that connected that.
Yeah, because God's in here.
God's inside me, really,
God,
right now. If you were so God, how is the guy that doesn't believe in God hate the KKK? But the guy that loves God goes, I want more KKK. In my black movies, in my black written, directed, starred
We
movies.
need more white actors.
I need more white actors.
I need to see some white people doing some bad shit.
And maybe, and they would cast the KKK as all Michael B. Jordan.
The Irish guy,
Guy was great, dude. That guy was so good in that movie.
no one hated him.
No one hated him.
He was just kind of making good points.
Dude, how many movies? You can make so many movies from that one. That's what I love about that movie. That's a universe like right away. You could do the twins. Oh, dude, there's so much you could do with that movie.
Well, I don't know if you saw the prequel, but there was a movie with where Abraham Lincoln, he goes around and kills vampires.
That's not the prequel to that.
No, it's just another vampire movie.
Yeah. That's not
Abraham
prequel.
Lincoln, how when was he around?
It was Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. They did a bunch. They
that
did
was
Pride
sick.
and Prejudice about zombies. There was a whole bunch of like old classics they turned into like these.
But the Abe Lincoln one was actually
that
like,
was all right. That was
He's
good.
like swinging the axe around.
Yeah, he was
He's
like
got
a
like
lawyer.
a silver axe.
He's like,
Because
and
you need silver to kill him?
Yeah.
well, silver kills every demon thing.
A silver bullet kills
No,
werewolves.
silver in general is like
And teak wood.
anti-demon. Yeah,
Teakwood?
Teak wood, silver.
That's what my lotion is.
teak wood.
Yeah, I got teakwood. Teakwood lotion. It was on my black algorithm.
Yeah.
Mine's from KFC. My little
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
gravy. KFC. Also my black algorithm.
Hey.
Yo.
All
Guys,
right.
watch Sinners in theaters now, and check out Sunday. So you should do a Christian podcast.
I've thought about breaking down the Bible.
What an easy task that will be, because many men have tried before you and have yet to do that, but you will probably be able to one.
People are doing a great job of it all the time, and they're making millions of dollars of it. Actually,
Yeah, I guess. Okay, do it. How about we do a podcast where you try and convert me back into Catholicism?
I'm not trying to convert you. I never try and convert anyone.
Sounds like it.
You just let the Lord do his work.
Yeah, I'm just saying, me as a flawed human that has a good relationship with God, and God does good for me all the time. Like, if you could see me having a good relationship with God, maybe you at home could be like, if he can do it, I can do it.
That's
If this
true.
guy that's talking about pussy and cum and and making jokes about his friend's retarded daughter can have a good relationship with God, maybe I can too.
I also want a good relationship with God and continue to make fun of my retarded daughter.
You don't want a good relationship with God. You're firmly on the point of he doesn't exist. And
No, of course he doesn't exist, man. We've talked about this many times. That's the most comments from the videos that I'm in with you. It's like, this fucking guy clearly has been touched by the devil. Why would he? Of course he hates God.
Yeah. So we'll see
Like, I love my life. I have a great life. I was able to I just left my house. I'm like, bitch, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I'm going to hang out with Dante and James.
Did you even know Dante was going to be here?
Yeah, I knew.
Okay, nice. I thought you never listened to the podcast.
I listen to Dante when he does comedy.
And you talk about doing this podcast? No, you thought I was the retard and the blind one?
Yeah. No.
He must be talking about James.
No, I knew he was
When he
on
saw
your...
you trying to read, he's like, yeah, he's the blind one.
It's like that. I was waiting for your other podcast. I'm like, where's the blind guy? Yeah, I was like, duh.
Nice. All right. Do you have anything to promote? When's your movie coming out?
It's gonna come out at the end of the month. No, so
that
we
quick?
recently
Quick
did
turnaround.
recently Sticky Nose Productions made a short film for the 48-hour challenge, short film challenge, where you only had 48 hours to make a movie, and we just did that. I really kind of just stood there, but my team of AJ Bate and a bunch of other very talented people made this, and it'll be premiering May 24th in Toronto. You can follow my.
Where is it going to be premiering?
At the 48-hour challenge screening or festival or something.
Nice. Let me be able
But
to watch.
what else can you? Also, just go on my follow me on Instagram and click on the link and
Follow you on
please-
Instagram at
Joe Botello SNP, Joe Botello SNP, and there's links to the movies. Please support art and dates that are coming up. I have none.
what does SMP stand for?
Sticky Notes Productions.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like.
Snitches,
I thought it was going to be
N-words, and bitches, pussy.
I can't think of an N. I was going to say small.
I can't think of an N. I can think of a lot of N's. Michael C. Jordan. I again, just follow me on Instagram, Joe Botello SNP.
Small needy penis.
Small needle penis.
Small needle penis. Yeah.
Small.
Is it thin too?
Small
Is
neck.
it thin too, or just short?
No, it's thick, man. It kind of looks like this right here. It really looks like this. And right now it's red because I jerked off 3 times before I got here.
Damn. To what?
Church porn.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, it's like hallelujah, hallelujah.
Hallelujah,
No, fucking training
hallelujah,
porn like I always jerk off
hallelujah.
to.
That's a Kanye song too. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
I thought we were ending the show. We're going to keep going? All right.
No, that's it. Dante, shout your stuff out.
You could follow me online at Shadante, CheZDante. Follow your boy.
You can follow me at James. Come on now. You spell that COMEONNOW. And James is spelled like James. And if you don't know that,
Shut up, bitch.
peace.